Hi, good afternoon. I'll just wait for everyone to come in from the waiting room. I can see two people just loading and I
Yes,
don't want to miss them. So uh,
yes, of course.
we'll just wait another minute just to make sure that no one gets lost. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and get started and I'll try and keep an eye on the waiting room just in case some people come on in a little bit late. Just by way of introduction, my name's Tamsin Gilbert. I'm with Common Ground Research Networks. We are here for the online welcome and training session for the 15th. It's hard to believe it's the 15th International Conference on the Constructed Environment. This is going to be held in Berlin starting tomorrow. Our special focus this year is sharing practices and sustainable urban fabrics. We have about approximately, I'm sort of rounding, 80 people going to the conference in person and almost the same amount participating online only. We've got almost 100 pieces of digital media uploaded for this conference. What we're going to do today is we're going to start. I will go around and maybe call out your name and you can spend a few minutes introducing yourselves. Let us know if you're presenting, what you're presenting about, your topic or research area. If you are participating in person or online only, what I'll try and do is while you do that, I will try and put the link for your presenter page in the chat so that people can go ahead and follow along. Once we've done that, I will share my screen and I'm going to show you a little bit more about how to engage in the conference in the microsite, how to navigate things and all that type of stuff. Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to miss something, but then at the end we'll open it up for questions if that's okay. So what I'll do now is I'll just start off and I will just go in order of your Zoom tiles. Please correct me if I mispronounce your name. And if you're unable to say anything or unmute yourself, please just write something in the chat if that's okay. So the first person I can see is Miriam. Miriam, are you able to say hello and introduce yourself?
Very briefly, it's probably very noisy. I don't know if you can hear me.
We
Can
can
you
hear
hear
you.
me? Okay. So my name is Miriam Paislak. I am in Buffalo, New York, and I will be participating virtually. And I have a presentation uploaded on a museum architecture and engagement practices in the US.
Thanks, Miriam. And for everyone who's following along, I've just put the link to Miriam's presenter page in the chat. So you're able to read the abstract there and as well as a little bit more about Miriam. My next tile is Rosa. Rosa, are you able to introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you. I'm Rosa DeMarco. I'm from Paris. I'm Italian, but I work in Paris. I will present a paper with my colleague, Luisa de Castro. She is from Brazil. I'm I'm not present, and she is present. So I don't know how we can do that. Maybe she will.
I've just responded to your email,
Yes.
yours or your colleague's email about
It's okay.
Yeah. So if you want to ask me questions about that at the end, you're welcome to stay online and I can talk it through with you.
It's okay.
And so I've just put the link to your presenter page in the chat. So Louisa will be presenting in person at the conference tomorrow.
Yes, that's okay. Yes.
Thank you, Rosa.
Thank you.
Sarah or Sarah? Are you able to unmute yourself, Sarah? Maybe not. Dr. Daniel Dasik. Daniel, I can see you there. It's nice to see your face. Daniel, are you able to unmute yourself?
Hi, Thompson. Good day. It's a pleasure to meet everyone. I'm Dr. Daniel Dasig Jr. I'm one of the emerging scholars. I'm supposed to be on site moderating sessions, but due to some documentation requirements for the foreign affairs, I've switched back to an online presenter. I'll be presenting um, evaluating the roles of co-living spaces in enhancing resource efficiency in sustainable urban fabrics. So it's mainly about co-living mechanisms for sustainable urbanization and metropolitanization. So I'm associate professor in the Philippines, and I'm one of the I'm actually the founding head of research ethics unit of De La Salle BNU, College of San Benil. Thank
Well,
you.
thank you. Thank you for joining us, Daniel. I'm sorry about the visa and all the, issues surrounding travel these days. It seems to be that there's always the case, but I'm happy that you are able to join us as an online-only emerging scholar. That's great. And hopefully, maybe next year in Spain, you can come and join us in person. So for those who don't know, I'll quickly mention we have a fantastic Emerging Scholar program. Our Emerging Scholars are both in person and online only. Daniel is one of our online only Emerging Scholars. They moderate the sessions, present their work, and participate in the conference. So we're really happy to have a great, I always say it's hard to believe every year our Emerging Scholar applications just get better and better, a really interesting group of people doing really great things. So it's, we feel fortunate. So thank you, Daniel.
Thank you very much.
Lucilla, are you able to unmute yourself?
Yes, good evening. I'm one of the co-authors of the research paper. The main authors are Dr. Ditan and Dr. Daniel Dasig. So we're going to present pathways to inclusive growth, transformative strategies for sustainable metropolitanization and urbanization.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Nice to meet you. Dr. Ditan, do you want to also introduce yourself as we talk about your work?
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. Well, good morning, good evening. Is it evening there in the Philippines?
In the
Yeah,
Philippines, it is good
11 in the
evening.
It's
evening.
late at night, I think.
Yes,
Thank
8
you
at
for
night,
joining us.
11 o'clock actually. By the way, I'm another emerging scholar online only, just like
Fantastic.
Dr. Dasig. Uh, Dr. Magalong and Dr. Dasig are my co-authors on the research work entitled Pathways to Inclusive Growth, Transformative Strategies for Sustainable Metropolitanization and Urbanization. And we are excited to present our study on 11th or Friday of this week.
Perfect. Perfect. But are you in person or online only?
Online only.
So then you will not be, you'll be presenting asynchronously. I'll
Yes.
go into a little bit into those details in just a minute when I share my screen to go through the program and the event schedule.
Okay. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. My next tile is Thomas. Thomas, are you able to say hello? Maybe not. I can see your videos sort of changed to a graphic. There you are.
Okay.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi, hello. Greetings to everyone. I am Dr. Thomas C. Gibbs III, and I am an emerging scholar as well in the program. My research is titled Safeguarding Minority Construction Professionals and the Impact of COVID-19. The study investigates how employing organizational culture theories can lead to solutions locally and can improve health and awareness and wellness for minority construction professionals.
Thank you, Thomas. I've put the link to your presentation page in the chat so people can follow along there. Thanks for joining us today. Christina, are you able to unmute and say hello? I can see you're unmuted, but I can't hear you. I'm not sure if you're there. I can see you've unmuted, but I can't hear anything. Sorry, Christina. Why don't we move on to Sam, and maybe we can come back if you're able to unmute. Sam, are you able to quickly introduce yourself?
Yes, hello. My name is Sam Owen. I am also an emerging scholar, a current grad student at the MIT architecture program. This is my first conference ever that I'm presenting work, and I'm presenting current research of mine, which is entitled The West After Water, which is speculations on the desert southwest of the United States in terms of the current systems of water extraction that the region depends on, and speculations on future ways to develop a constructed environment to promote more resiliency.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks for joining us today. So I've put everyone's presenter page in the chat. Let me just share my screen. 1 second. This always takes a minute, doesn't it? Even though I've done it 10 million times. Let me just press all the buttons. And maybe someone maybe give me a thumbs up and let me know my screen. And I'll move everything out of the way as well. There we go. Make sure. Forgive me if I talk too quickly. Give me a wave, write something in the chat. It's just a bad habit I have, I guess. This is the Constructed Environment website. You will have all been there. There are many different ways to get to the microsite. One is just from constructedenvironment.com, clicking on this CG Scholar event microsite, and it will open on the conference here. Another one is if you just log into cgscholar.com, you can access the microsite from there. One thing to note, if you are in here at any point and it does not say your name in the top right, you are not logged in. You will need to log in because that is how we know you're registered for the conference, and that is how you gain access to the conference. You need to make sure you're logged into the correct account. If you have more than one account and you're registered in one, you won't be able to see the conference online. So please make sure you're logged in. If you don't see your name in the top right-hand corner, that means you're not logged in. Before we move forward and I go through the microsite and how to engage there, I want to just say, go down to everyone. Every time your name appears in the program, in the event schedule, on the microsite, it will be hyperlinked to your profile page. Now, you can view your profile page by clicking your profile right here, but to edit that profile page, please go to your name in the top right, then down to account settings. I strongly recommend you upload at least your latest affiliation, interests, contact information, that type of thing. Everyone who clicks on your name will be able to see that, so it's nice to, people to know a little bit more about you, where you're from, and your area of expertise. From there are a number of different ways to get back to where we were, to the microsite. One is to just go to your name and down to your events here. You can click event just here. That's a listing of all our events, and then go to the latest one, which is the conference starting tomorrow there. Here on this about page, it literally is what it states. It's about the conference. We've sort of highlighted here the address to emphasize where to go, link to a map, the special focus, as well as the annual conference themes, and links to the book imprint and the journal collection. One thing I do want to highlight here is this e-program and conference user guide. When you click on that, it will open as a tab, which you can download as a PDF. This is a really helpful guide to download and have, keep it on your desktop throughout the conference. Much of what I'm saying now is listed in this guide. So if you don't want to rewatch this video, you're sick of my voice or something like that, you can scroll through this. We start off with welcome letters from the local host as well as the research network chair, information about the themes, sort of the information that I indicated there on the about page, as well as information about the journal. We then go into the history of the conference, the partners, and the emerging scholars and our plenary speakers, special events. But right here at the end is this event microsite and user guide. And as if you just don't want to watch this video again, or you want to, go back, jog your memory about how to change your profile or how to comment in the discussion board, you can do that here. Much of what I've said already is listed there, making sure you're signed in and how to navigate and that type of thing. So I do strongly recommend that you download that for easy access. I'll go back here. Now, if you are presenting at the conference, this tab will say your proposal. If you're not presenting, it should say, it would have said submit proposal. Now it will just be blank because the proposal submission process is closed now. I have a fake proposal here just to show you. So this is my very interesting proposal. And you can see here is the link to my name, which goes to my profile page as I listed before. It will also say my presentation type, my theme. I have not had my proposal accepted, so I can't upload digital media, but this is your presenter page. The links that I was putting in the chat before, this was to your presenter page. This is my presenter page. Now, everyone who is an online only presenter presents asynchronously. This means that they present not on Zoom, not live, but via a digital media upload. We strongly recommend that your digital media upload is a video, an MP4 file, an embedded YouTube or Vimeo video, or alternatively, it could be a PowerPoint presentation with a voiceover over the top. We do also accept PDFs, PowerPoint presentations, audio files, and things like that. So this is your form of presentation, and I will go into the details of that just in a little minute when I get over to the event schedule. Your registration. This tab is the details of your registration. Yours might look a little bit different to mine, but this is where you can download the receipt and see what you're registered for. A presenter pass, the tour, things like that. I'm going to quickly skip over this presentations tab just for 1 minute to show you special events. This is where you can sign up for things. Well, the conference dinner and everything's closed now, and this is where you sign up for the online welcome and training session. We do have an online talking circle on Friday at the same time we're meeting now, which is late for you all in the Philippines. And this is a nice session. The talking circle is a little bit informal, but it's really coming to the meeting with our 2 days of viewing digital media, 2 days of experiencing the conference and discussing the ideas of the conference. So it's less of an introductory informational session and more of a discussion, which is a nice thing as well. So I hope you all will join me on Friday for that. Now, jumping over to the presentations tab. I might close a few more of my tabs here. I think I've got too many open and my computer's running a little slow. Now, I'm not currently following any presentations. I'll show you how to follow in just 1 minute. This follow tab is unique to your profile. Daniel, you might follow different presentations to me. Miriam's following tab will look different to mine. So this is unique to you. Our featured presentations are our fantastic emerging scholars. As I said before, we feel so grateful to have such a great group of scholars this year, and we want to really highlight their work. I'm going to use you as an example here, Daniel. I hope you don't mind. Again, you can click on his name there, and it will open up to the profile page, and you've done a good job updating your information. You can also click on the title of Daniel's presentation, and that will take me to Daniel's presenter page, where I can see that the digital media is uploaded. I'm going to go ahead and follow that presentation. And then when I go back to the following tab, oh, sorry, I'm reloading here. Sorry, forgive me. I've clicked too many things at once. We can see that I can easily access that presentation in my following tab there. So I encourage you all take a look at our emerging scholars. Oh, one thing to note, when you click on this here, online asynchronous or the room number, it will take you to the place in the event schedule where that is. So if we're going to use Rebecca as an example, if I click on room 2 here, we can see Rebecca's presentation here, but we can also see that Rebecca is part of this complex dynamics panel here with these other presenters. So it might be of interest to look at these other presenter pages once we realize what panel Rebecca is a part of there. This presentations tab has a few other ways of sort of filtering the I need another coffee today. Filtering the presentations. You know, if I'm only, for example, interested in the special focus, I can scroll down here. They're organized by theme, and I can see all the presentations related to the special focus. By type, if I'm only interested in poster presentations, I can go ahead and scroll down, skip the themed paper presentations, find the poster presentations there. Alphabetical as well, but then perhaps most importantly, if I'm only interested in, if I meet someone at the conference named Daniel, I'm using you again, sorry, and I want to look up their work, I can go ahead and click on Daniel here and search. And search the presentations. Actually, Daniel, I think it looks like you might have 2 profiles. I'll have to look into that right after this. And search that way, and then go ahead and click on the presentation here, which will take me back to the presenter page again. Now let's jump over here to the final tab. Here we are on the pre-conference day. Those people who are signed up for the walking tour have finished that by now. Maybe they're exhausted, and here we are in the online welcome and training session. All times here are in Berlin time, so please use your time zone converter. This session will be recorded, and it will be uploaded as digital media here for those people who cannot attend the session live. If they have any questions, they can ask them in the discussion board here. Day 1. So we start off at the conference tomorrow in Berlin with the opening and welcome session, and then the plenary session right afterwards. The plenary sessions are recorded and uploaded immediately after the end of the session. You'll be able to view those as digital media here underneath, like I mentioned before, and ask questions in the discussion board. Anyone who is tagged like this on the session will receive an email when a comment is posted in the discussion board. This means you don't sort of have to sit there in the discussion boards waiting for someone to respond. They are going to get a notification to let them know that there is a comment there. We don't want you waiting around. From there, the in-person delegates are going to the talking circles. Like I mentioned, we are going to have our online talking circle on Friday. I'll show you that in the program in just 1 minute. From there, we move into the rooms. This, I'm going to use shifting space as an example. Here, this is in room 2 at 11:50. I can go ahead and click on the title of this session. And what happens is I can see the title, presenter, and abstract for that session. Anyone who has a blue view digital media but tag next to the title of their presentation means that they've uploaded digital media. Whilst digital media is required as the form of presentation for the in-person delegates, we do also strongly recommend that online delegates required. We also strongly recommend that the in-person delegates upload their digital media for a richer conference experience and more feedback from our online-only delegates. So you will see that a lot of the in-person presenters have also uploaded digital media. For example, we can see Juan Carlos here has uploaded their PowerPoint presentation. So you could go ahead, look at that presentation and ask a question in the discussion board. One thing here, we can see that Connie has not uploaded anything. So I can go ahead and request this digital media by clicking that link right there. Oh, did I do it? Maybe I didn't request it correctly. There. So then Connie will now receive an email saying that someone is interested in their digital media. When that is uploaded, me as the requester, I'll receive an email saying the digital media has now been uploaded for that presentation that you're interested in. One easy way to get back there now is that because I've requested this digital media, it's on my following tab. So I can easily get back to that presentation there. Another thing to note, the discussion board is not per presentation. It is for the panel. There's a reason we do this. For the in-person presentations, they have 20 minutes each, and then we have the questions at the end. These papers have been themed together for a reason, and we want to think about the connections, contradictions, parallel arguments in these presentations. So the discussion boards mimic this in-person experience. We have a group discussion board for the panel. So if you are asking a question in the discussion board, it is useful to use either the person's name or the title of their presentation so that they know that it's related to them. They will receive an email, like I said before, because they're tagged here when someone comments in the discussion board. So like I said, the plenary sessions will be uploaded just following the session, and you can comment in the discussion boards and watch along there. Those are the in-person presentations. The online-only presentations, like I said, we have click on the title of the panel there. We can see here that all 4 presenters have uploaded digital media, so that's fantastic. To join the discussion board, I can go ahead and click there. The discussion boards are now open. They will be open indefinitely is the word. This sort of means that you can go back, you can rewatch the digital media. There's a lot of content. Like I mentioned, there's almost 100 pieces of digital media uploaded. We do not expect you to watch 100 pieces of digital media in 2 days. So if there's a presentation that you're following that you're interested in, you can go back, you can ask a question. Not everything is going to stop for these days of the conference, but it is now open and people will be sort of aware of it, receiving emails, communicating. So it's good to check on those discussion boards and watch that digital media as much as possible now. Another piece of information, this panel so far has 98 engagements, which means almost 100 people have visited this page. I'll use Stefania's presentation as another example. Here we have 145 engagements, which means 145 people have visited Stefania's presenter page, which is fantastic. I'm going to request her media and follow the presentation. If for some reason your digital media doesn't appear there, even though you've uploaded it, it probably means it needs to be reviewed. Please give us, we're trying to review as quickly as possible now. All the digital media was due last week. Everything that was submitted by the due date has been reviewed. We're constantly checking for last minute uploads of digital media. So we do try and review it as quickly as possible. We want to make sure that you haven't accidentally uploaded, a telephone bill or something like that. So we need to check everything before it goes live. So please do try and give us, an hour or two during American and European work hours to take a look at that. And we will try and do that as quickly as possible. Now, I feel like I've whizzed through that information a little bit. Perhaps I will open up the chat and see Tamsin. Yes, we can delete your prior video if you've uploaded a new one. Do you want to, Miriam, do you just want to stay on the line with me just after this session, and we can just do that right now together to make sure that it's all taken care of?
Okay, I don't know when you will conclude. I will have to leave shortly before noon my time, like in about 20 minutes.
Okay, Miriam, no worries. Just send me an email so that when the session's finished, I can just go in and delete that other piece of digital media for you. It takes less than 5 minutes for me to do, so it'll be easy.
Okay.
Just send me an email and saying, can you find my old piece of digital media?
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No worries. Hello, Sarah, I joined late. Can you kindly put my link too? Sarah, sorry, not sure what you're talking about there.
Hi, Tam. I just saw the different people's presentation link. I didn't find mine, so that's why I joined late, so I don't know if you talk about me or not.
Oh, yes, I'll put it in there now. We
Thanks.
just went around and introduced ourselves. Would you like to just
Sorry.
say a few words about your presentation while I grab that link?
Sure. Hello, everyone. Bonjour, everyone. Bonjour, tout le monde. I'm a professor at Montreal, Canada, at University of Quebec and Montreal. And my domain is engineering management for infrastructure management. I'm working on the sustainability impact on the different construction fields. So, yeah, that's it about me.
Wonderful. Thanks for joining us, Sarah. Sorry I missed you there.
Thanks.
I've got
Thanks for
someone
inviting me.
else in the waiting room I'm going to quickly let in. Are there any other questions about how to engage in the conference? Anything like that? Paula, I'm going to put you on the spot. You've just joined us and I can see you're not muted. Would you like to say hello and tell us a little bit if you're presenting in person or online, or I've asked everyone to introduce themselves and I know you've just joined us, so sorry about that.
Yes, sorry, I'm late, but I got confused with the time zone and all that. Yes, I'm presenting. I'm from Chile. I'm presenting an online session. I don't know what else. I don't know exactly when I'm presenting. I don't know. I was looking forward to this meeting because I'm not sure how is that dynamic, if we are presenting or we are just available for questions at some point.
So I've just explained this, sorry about that.
Yeah.
So all online only presentations are asynchronous and they have a discussion board attached. I am going to put the link, Paula, sorry, I've got to grab the link, to the online user guide to show you all the details. Here, scroll all the way to the end and it'll go over. I've recorded this session and it's going to be uploaded to the event schedule, but this PDF that I've just put in the chat is basically the same as what I've just said. You don't have to be online for a live question and answer. We have discussion boards and you'll be emailed when someone comments in the discussion board because you're tagged on your discussion board. So there's no live component to the online only sessions. We do have live sessions like this one and the Talking Circle on Friday. I hope that answers very quickly your question.
Yes, thank you. I will have a look at this document also.
Yeah, scroll all the way to the end to the microsite user guide and hopefully that'll help. I'm not sure if you can see it. I put my email address in the chat. I don't know if you can see the chat before you entered.
Yes.
And
Yes.
and you can go ahead if you have any questions, send me an email, and I can go ahead and help with anything that you
I
need.
only see a couple of links, but I don't see
Okay,
your
no worries. I'll just put it
email.
again, just so anyone can contact me. Yes. Does anyone else have any questions? Well, with that, what I might do is I'll let you go. I will see you at the same time on Friday for the talking circle. Please get in there, look at the digital media, comment in the discussion boards, look at everyone who was in this session's presentations, because, you know, we want that feedback. And we want the advice and conversation. And I look forward to seeing you all on Friday. I'm hoping to see some great presentations over the next couple of days. So I'll see you then, and have a nice evening if you're in the Philippines, morning if you're in the US, afternoon if you're in Europe, you know, if you're in, I don't know, South Africa or something, well, you know, you might be in a different time zone. But thank you all for joining today, and I'll see you soon.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Have a
you.
great
Thank
day,
you.
rest of the day.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye. Thank you.